Hello everyone, welcome to 3ddesignacademy.com. In this lesson, we will learn about the Ellipse tool within the Keypoint curved toolbox. The Ellipse tool, which is located on the Keypoint curved toolbox over here, allows you to make an ellipse. So let me show you how to make one. So I'm just going to click on the tool right here, and I'm just going to press Alt to grid snap, and I'm just going to grid snap somewhere over here. And there you have it. Now with the ellipse tool, and actually most of the Keypoint curve toolbox tools, you'll get what's called a guideline. Now sometimes they're beneficial, but most of the times I feel like they're more in the way. In order to delete them, all you have to do is go to delete and delete guidelines like this. Now let's talk about how to adjust this one. So all you have to do is select the circle tool, grab the curve, and all you have to do is just Control Shift right mouse button, information window, and you'll be able to adjust some of the dimensions over here. So what it's going to allow you to do is change the major axis, which is going to be in this case this one over here, and the distance of the minor axis. So let's say you want to make this a little bit longer. Let's say I want to make it 900 and it'll adjust accordingly. Now, the only problem is though, if you look at the CV structure, it's a little bit different than a regular circle. So in this case, you might want to turn the rational flags on, because if you look at the degree over here, it's a 3 degree and 108 spans. So by utilizing this, it might take a little bit of effort and it's going to be very heavy math. So in this case, what you want to do is just go to Preferences, Construction Options, and I'm just going to turn rational flags on for pyramids and curves like this. And let's make the same curve again. So I'm just going to grid snap right here at the center, and I'm going to grid snap over here. And if you look at the CV structure, it's degree 2. 7 spans, and the structure is much better. Now let's go over some of the options that is within the ellipse tool. So I'm just going to turn that off. Now by default, in order to create an ellipse, all we have to do is click on the center point and the end point like this. Now sometimes you might not want that, so if you click on the double click on the options right here, you can say axis endpoints. So if I do this one, instead of click on the center, you click on the ends. So let's say I want to make something a little bit similar to this one. I can just snap here like this, and I'm going to snap over here like this, and that's going to make the ellipse as specified. So let's say you have, let's say you want to snap from here and to this point over here. You can use the ellipse, and you don't know where the center should be. You just want to connect these two dots. All you have to do is just click on Control or Curve Snap or CV Snap, doesn't matter. You can just snap here, and it'll create an ellipse that is exactly from this distance to over here. Okay, so I'm just going to delete all those circles, and I'm also going to delete the guidelines. Okay, so there are some other options that you can play with. The axis length ratio. Basically, when you create a ellipse like this, actually, let me just change it to center and endpoint. So it's going to have a default ratio, whereas the length of this is going to double this, or vice versa. You can say this is the half of this one. If I change the ratio, you can change that. So think of this as a percentage. So let's say I'm going to make it 0.75. Basically, it's going to be, I'm going to check the center point over here. So this distance over here is going to be 3/4 of this. So if I just checked the information window, you'll see that this the major axis is 800 and minor axis is 600. Another option you can do is you can also change the sweep. So let's say I want to change that to not a full circle, but let's say half. And I'm just going to go over here, snap here, and you're going to half. Now you can always change this by, or you can get the same result by just chopping the circle off. But if you have a lot of half circles that you have to make, this might make it a little bit easier. Okay, so that concludes this lesson, and thank you guys for watching.